So we worked on Kinect Sports 1 and 2 at Rare, and that was on the Xbox 360 with the old Kinect. With the new Kinect that's now part of the Xbox One, it really opens up the possibilities that we weren't really able to realise with the old camera. So we've got this new tech called, it's got a new feature called IR, which basically means it's lighting independent. So the whole tracking is much more resolute and solid, whereas the old Kinect would sometimes struggle if the lights were dimmer in the room. This one is fairly solidly now can track you, and it can do more things as well. So you can now track rotations of limbs, whereas we could only really do positions. And the resolution is so much improved that we can actually do much more precise, finer movements, whereas before you could only really do bigger movements. So what we're able to do now is create challenges and events for gamers that really require precision, and in the same way that you can really try and kind of master a game with a pad. Now, what we wanted to do was create experiences where you actually have to master the physical controls necessarily to do stuff in the game. So I think we're able to realise this a much greater level of fidelity in the gaming than we were able to do with the previous sensor, and there were fun experiences. So there were experiences which we were never even possible before. So for instance, one of the games we're doing is wake racing. So you're on a jet ski and you're racing through and use the throttle. So is hand open and close, and this is something that the old Kinect would never be able to track, but the new one can do. And so that now gives you much more immersion in the game. You now feel like you're kind of squeezing the kind of throttle as you would do in a jet ski to move, and it allows for much more finer control. So I think there's a ton of experiences that we've never been able to realise before, and so hopefully when the game's out in about a month or two, then gamers will hopefully enjoy it as well and have an experience that as yet they've not really been able to have on the Xbox One.